The Chicago Bulls find themselves down by 2 points against the Charlotte Hornets at home. The Bulls had a nice little run there towards the end of the second quarter that helped close this lead some. But we're going to talk about it all and more. You know what we got to do first? Got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another halftime hangout for our Chicago Bulls. And yeah, the Bulls are losing again, but I mean, they started coming on a little bit more down the second quarter of that game. Kobe White and Josh Giddey are passing the ball really, really well today. When you look at it between Zach, Josh Giddey, and Kobe White, that's 14 assists right there. 14 assists. The Bulls have 21 assists on 29 made baskets in the first half of this game, and 14 of those are coming from three players. Listen, they're moving the ball around, right? Kobe White's also scoring the ball well, 4 or 5 from the field. He's 3 or 4 from three-point range, 5 assists, 12 points. You got Josh Giddey, who has 5 assists, 3 rebounds, only 4 points. But like I said, he's really helping move the ball, distribute the ball on offense. Zach LaVine's 3 for 7 with 9. Vooch is cooking. He's 8 of 12 from the field, 17 points, 6 rebounds. You got 5 points from Patrick Williams in this game. And then every player who's checked in off the bench so far for the Chicago Bulls, we've gone 10 deep. We've gone 5 deep into our bench, 6 deep into our bench, actually, has scored. And so that's the benefit of the Bulls moving the ball around, right? The whole point of playing a more up-tempo offense is that everybody can get some touches. Of course, you're going to have, you know, your balance on the touches and a different distribution on the touches, but the Bulls are playing this fast up-tempo thing really well today. Really, really well. The Bulls just got to keep that going. If you look at the Bulls passing chart today, you see everybody's getting involved. I'm going to show this real quick to kind of visualize this for everybody. I always love looking at the shooting chart because I think it really does give it shows you how well teams are moving the ball. So like if you look at this, and I'll zoom in on this a little bit. I don't hope it doesn't mess up the scale so everybody can see it a little bit. Oh, that had the opposite. What the fuck? All right. It said, hey, nigga, what? Oh, all right. There we go. All right, so if you look at the passing chart here, you'll just see everybody's getting involved. Look at how many assists are coming from everybody. Everybody's moving the ball. The Bulls have 21 assists, that 50 points created off that, and only 4 bad pass turnovers. So they're moving the ball around really. Everybody's getting everybody else involved. And you know why that's happening? One of the reasons why that's happening is because players are actually moving without the ball. Stacey King said something great in the commentary of this game. He said that if Josh Giddey or Alonzo Ball get the rebound, just run. And I'll say as much as Kobe White too. If Kobe gets the rebound as well, if those 3 guards, one of those 3 guards gets the rebound, just run. Just run. Know how to operate in space, of course, but just run. They're going to get you the ball. Good things are going to happen. And that's one thing that's working out for the Bulls right now as well in the first half of this game. They just got to keep that thing up. Now, unfortunately, on the downside of it, we've already given up 40 points in the paint in the first half of this game. 40 of them. And this is a game where LaMelo Ball is not shooting the ball well so far. He's not shooting well so far. LaMelo's 3 of 12 from the field. If LaMelo wakes up in the second half of this game, watch out. We've given up 40 points in the paint. Now, we scored 36 as well, so both teams are giving it up in the middle. That's a pause. But you know, you gotta look out for that. You gotta look out for that. The Hornets also have 10 points off turnovers. The Bulls have 7. That's something to watch in this as well. They have 12 second chance points. We got to keep them off the boards. That's one of the ways that this Charlotte Hornets team is able to stay in games because they are one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Now, the Bulls have more than enough rebounding to keep up with them, but that is something to watch in this game as well as it continues. Right now, we're winning the rebounding battle by 3. We got to keep that up with the same pace, if not better, in the second half of this game. We want to keep having a chance in this. So you just got to keep it going. We'll see what happens. This is going to be one of those games where I do think it's going to come down to who can make either the big shots or the most stops down the stretch of this game. That's going to be a really important part of this. High-scoring game. Bulls did well to fight back, but, man, sometimes we look good on defense, and other times it's like, how did they fuck that up? Yeah, I mean, we're a really inconsistent defensive squad. That's for damn sure. The first 3 minutes scared me. We were getting a repeat. I feel you. I was right there with you. Brock, play Giddy more, BD. That is hilarious. Io hooping on his. I thought, was it yesterday? Today's Io's birthday. I knew it was one of the days. Defense really optional for both teams. Now, yeah, listen, and if that is the case, it's whatever, right? But it comes down to execution still, if that's going to be the case. Giddy's pass after the Hornets just attempted the same pass and failed. Man, listen, Giddy's passing the ball today. That behind the back to catch Vooch for an open three was nice. Haize, would you rather Lonzo Ball to sit out Sunday versus Portland? Because we're going to need Lonzo Monday versus. Yes, I would rather him sit out against Portland. The Bulls, they should have enough to beat Portland, but then again, you never know. You never know. We've been struggling with bottom of the barrel teams. That really goes to show what our level is. Been saying it for a while. Giddey and Zach were the only ones playing aggressive in the first quarter. They all started being aggressive in the second quarter, and now it's showing on the scoreboard. That's a fact. It's a fact. CHSN needs to stop using that trash-ass tweaker song. Listen, that song is so god-awful. That song is terrible. It's so god-awful. Terrible defense, but that tracks. Fun offensive performances from both sides. I think bad teams know that they can win against the Bulls by outright outworking them. Eventually match their intensity, though. Yeah, I mean, that is something to look out for. Like teams, if you can either get physical with the Bulls or you can just not go away, right, and have an intensity, it definitely affects them. Mark Williams is an MF. If only we had drafted him instead of DT, where would we be right now? Remember, Mark Williams was drafted before. I do think they probably would have taken Mark. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Can't say that because you just never know. Bro, they have no other big but Mark Williams. Yeah, we know that, Staxy. We know that, bro. Modest dunks owner swats the shot of LaMelo. You know that too small gesture fired him up. Hey, listen. Bulls fans see the team in dogfight with the Hornets, thinking we close to contending. You know, swerving, been in that, bro. That song is so trash. Like, I really hate you motherfuckers that hype up whack shit because it's gained popularity. That shit is fucking trash. That song is god awful, and I don't give a damn when nobody's gonna Haize you hating, Haize you. Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. That shit is terrible. That song is terrible. His flow is terrible. The beat is passable. Barely that. The song literally sounds like it should be on Kids Bop. That's what that song sounds like. It sounds like somebody on Kids Bop. You remember that Kids Bop that was rapping Miss Jackson? That's what that fucking sounds like. Jello Ball is a terrible rapper. That song is terrible. And every one of you motherfuckers that hype that shit up, I hope all of y'all catch herpes. I really do. I hope every single one of y'all that hype up that song get herpes. That's what I really hope happens. I hope that happens. And I mean that with every fiber of my being and in my soul. I hope every one of you motherfuckers gets VD. I hope every one of you guys do. I really do. I really do. I want that to happen for each one of y'all because y'all are terrible. And I said my piece on it. So, it is what it is. The moment Cali put this stretch of games on a bum-ass team alert, I knew we were losing most of these games. Cali curse is real. I mean, listen, when you look like Joe Cali, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Seth Curry is the wild card for sure. Charlotte. Could be. That song being everywhere is what happens when you support stuff ironically, bro. It's bad, man. It's bad. It's bad. Bro, I'm toxic. That song is toxic. The song is fucking terrible. Listen, like I said, I hope you all get VD. I really do. Or a nice bout of gonorrhea. I hope every single one of y'all that's out here hyping that bullshit ass song up, I hope y'all burn. I really hope you wake up in the morning and go pee and it literally feels like you're pissing glass. That's what I hope happens to each one of y'all. I'm just being 100% honest. I'm just being real. So, it is what it is. And I stand on it. So, Giddy must have heard in middle school is at the game. He's throwing dimes out there. That's not funny. That's not funny. Why is Malik Monk the most dangerous baller in the NBA today? And see, that's why how I know you got herpes of the brain. That's really how you got syphilis. It's really eating you from the inside out. If you think that Malik Monk is the most dangerous baller in the game, and you sit there and type that with a straight face, you have syphilis. That's it. You literally have syphilis. That's what that's what's going on. Your brain is infected. You have a parasite in your frontal lobe that is causing you to say stupid shit. So just stupid. It's really just stupid. Does it not sound? No, that does not sound like a song in my era. Because guess what? The songs in my era that's trying to emulate actually had a bit of a bounce to it. Actually had a bit of a flavor to it. That literally feels like somebody that put on a dad suit and thought they were going to work for Make-A-Wish Day. That's a Make-A-Wish child song. That's a Make-A-Wish child song. You're right, JD's World. I'm a nasty motherfucker. Absolutely. I absolutely am. But I'm not as nasty as that t-shirt it looks like you got on. It's not as nasty as the fact that it looks like you only wash your feet once every 6 months. It's not as nasty as the fact that you literally look like you have a herpes infection and you have chlamydia of the armpit. That's what you look like in your profile pic. I'm a very nasty human because I'm surrounded by nasty motherfuckers like you. So while you're talking about me I embrace it. I know who I am. Do you know why you funky? Do you know why you look like that? Do you understand why God decided to curse you with the face that you were cursed with? Do you understand why that happened? Because he knew that your ancestors was on bullshit, and you are a byproduct of every sin everybody in your bloodline did. So don't worry about me being nasty. Worry about why the fuck that your ancestors was so fucked up that you look the way that you do. Worry about that. The fact that you got to wake up every day and look like that. That's what you got to worry about. That's what, yes, I'm a very arrogant bastard because guess what? If you look at me and you look at you, who has the right to be arrogant? I'm just wondering. You got to chill out, bro. You got to chill out. You can't go around looking the way that you do and worry about what somebody else is doing. I'm just saying. See, low-key decent is a diss. At least I'm outright saying it's bad. Do you know how much of a diss it is to say something's low-key decent? You could even say low-key good. Low-key decent. Do you understand how bad that looks? I'm just wondering. I saw P. Will go for a nice rebound and put back for the lane, and then realized it was Phillips and was like, damn. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Well, 2000, 2010 was really good too, but after that, it disappeared. I know for a fact the younger generation going to be spamming Skibbity Toilet and Tweaker. Oh, I missed the world was actually a normal place. At least chlamydia is curable. Shout out to my brother from another mother for being Darth Chlamydius. What? Oh, that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy. That's wild. Oh, you mean Pat's literally back on Locked On Bulls? Like you gotta at least try to stay up on what you're talking about because Pat will roast you worse than I do. You can't. That's your comeback. That's literally your comeback. After I just completely murdered your whole genealogy, that's what you came back with. Literally, your mama's ovaries are embarrassed by the product that you're putting out there. Come on, man. Get it together, JD's World, bro. You gotta get it. You gotta come harder than that, bro. You gotta have a joke better than that. The fact that you look the way you've gone through life, looking the way that you have for 56 years, and you mean to tell me you couldn't hear one joke that you could have regurgitated better than, I see why Pat left you. Considering Pat just can't ask to come back to Locked On Bulls. Come on, man. You got to do better than that, JD. You got to be better than that, man. Come on. You got to have something in that cranium of yours that's a better joke than what you just try to put forward. Come on, man. Like, I understand, bro. I understand. If I had to look like you, I would be very salty too. I would understand that. But come on, man. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, JD? JDH, you should really be ashamed that this man's walking around with the first 2 letters of your name. You should really be ashamed of that. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Now I got to put you on the Summer Jam screen. Hold on. Wait a second. Now, don't this man look like you just know that he smells of fish, depression, and broken dreams. Like this man is fighting through the smile, looking at the way that he looks. He literally looks like he licked the circumference of Fat Roseanne Barr's asshole. That's what he looks like. Come on, man. Watch yourself, my boy, with that dry ass, too small ass hat. Come on, bro. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Why do you get it together, bro? Come on, man. You look like somebody tried to draw Steve Jobs from memory, my boy. Come on, do better. I really want better for y'all. But all right, the game's back on. I'll catch y'all at the post game show. Peace, y'all.